Welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today we're going to be diving in a little bit into the Jedrick Wills film. This is a former first-round offensive tackle out of Alabama who only played at right tackle in college, moved over to strictly left tackle with the Browns, and has not worked out, but he is going to be a free agent, and I think the Rams should consider potentially bringing him in to maybe, just maybe, take over for Rob Havenstein in the future. Before we dive into that, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JK Bogan, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Kick. And in addition to that, just want to let you guys know that today's sponsor is BetUS. You can get 150% bonus match on your first deposit and 125% on your next two deposits using the code YouTube150. So if you're looking for a sports book to, get in on the action on when, you got the Super Bowl coming up and, NHL, NBA in full swing, 55 days away from, baseball being played, then you could definitely check out BetUS. And as always, be sure to bet responsibly. All right, guys. So I have this pulled up over on NFL Pro. We got, I basically just have the film from this here. And we can filter this out. So, we could just go by play situation. Like, let's just do this. Let's check out Jedrick Wills all right, so we'll go from the passing standpoint. So how is he in pass pro? So when you time to throw. So like when we're talking, so here's no pressure, right? Okay, I guess we don't have that. So, okay, let's do long. No, that's not working out. Let's do deep. Okay, so we have 8 deep plays. So deep plays likely being you're going to have to go through a process. There's more to it. The drop backs are further back, 5-7 step drop backs, what have you. Deep is considered 20 plus air yards. So this is going to give us an idea in pass pro. We got 8 plays. Let's see what they look like here. And this is the first play, actually. We're going to see better, but this is Jedrick Wills at left tackle. And he lost. He absolutely lost that rep. Incredible throw by Deshaun Watson. That looked like Houston Texans Deshaun Watson there. So you watch it again. So he's really, he's not getting great hold of him here off the edge. And I do believe that is that's Thibodeau. And yeah, this is not a good rep. He just simply gets beat. There's no other way to put it. And the thing I wonder, Wills is going to be cheap this offseason. He's a big name, former first-round pick, dominant on the right side at Alabama, just hasn't worked out at left tackle. So I just wonder if maybe the Rams should pick him up and move him over to right tackle. And here he is. There's another deep ball. Let's just look at the end zone. I want to see the end zone camera. All right, so Wills is right here. He's got help from a tight end. So Wills takes this guy on. Pretty, it's not really much there. I'm trying to get a full scope of how he is in pass pro based on 8 plays, right? So let's see this here. So against the Commanders here, you can see Wills. So, okay, kick slide's good. He's in full control here. Except, he doesn't have his, foot planted. So in a way, he's not in full control. But he's in a good position. Shoulders squared, everything. So let's see. Anchor. Can he anchor? This is a good pass rep, in my opinion, pass pro rep by Wills. This is in the end zone. It's not easy. He anchors down. This guy helps out, but he doesn't even need to. If anything, he looks like he's about to break out. Then he comes over, but Watson's already let go of the football. So that is kind of an idea. Like, this guy's crazy athletic. He's strong. I think really he's just not used to playing left tackle. And I just think in general, he's probably not a left tackle. He's probably more of a right tackle. He's played there all of college. So here he is again here. And you got, who's number 5 here? I don't even know who that is. Or is that 6? Okay, that's Dante Fowler Jr. So speed rusher here. He gets the chip from Njoku, kind of throws him off a little bit. Now He's got the inside rush, though. So how is Wills going to affect that? And I actually don't really know what happens here with Fowler. It looks like he's... Okay, so there's some traffic here. So he realizes this. He's going to spin outside. And this is a really nice play, I think, by Wills. I mean, I think he just outplayed him there. Now, obviously, there's traffic. There's guys in the way. And it forces Fowler's hand to kind of, retract what he's doing there. And obviously, the chip helps from Njoku. But that play was interesting. All right, now we watch this one here. And this isn't a great one. Ooh. All right. Get me to the end zone. All right, here we go. So you're going to see Wills right here. And I believe that is Brandon Graham. And I think you got Nolan Smith on this side. So Brandon Graham is over here. Okay, so anytime you see a left tackle having a lean like that, that's not a good sign. And now there's probably a hold. We can't really see it from this angle. Okay, here we go from the end zone. It was Brandon Graham. So, I mean, we're talking veteran. This guy knows what he's doing. He's setting up a young, inexperienced left tackle in Wills. This is Brandon Graham. He might play in the Super Bowl. It might be his last game of his career. Well, it will be his last game of his career if he can play in the Super Bowl. If not, it was against Week 12 against the Rams. But you see here, the footwork. Now he's got him. And there's a little bit of a cling there. So I think this would have been a hold. I mean, he's right on it. So, yeah. That's going to happen. I'm not expecting him to win every rep, but I just need to know, is he worth even kicking the tires on? And I think that's what we all want to know. That's why you turn on this video. Like, why, Okay, so this is kind of... I hate these, by the way. Hate the Wildcat so much, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so here's Wills. I mean, this isn't going to be a normal, rep. Yeah. So anyway, we'll look at something else here. Okay, so we got Jameis Winston in this game against the Bengals. Wills is right there. So Wills is going to go up against, I believe that is Trey Hendrickson. No one rushes. Okay. So, well, Njoku. Okay, so Njoku gives a chip there. That's Miles Murphy. And he slips. So that wasn't really much of a pass pro rep. All right, let's do the intermediate. We got 28 intermediate plays. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what Wills can show us. So this is the same game. This time he's going up against Thibodeau as well. So see there. I like this rep. I like this rep a lot. You see the suddenness. There's no chip here. This is all on him. And keep in mind, it's a quick drop. See? I mean, he gets, but you can see this is not a long developing play. This is meant to be a quick hitter. He's waiting for this guy to get open. I believe that's Njoku over the middle. So you can see that again. Now watch Wills. There you go. And he's won the rep. And he held him off longer. So Watson had plenty of help from his blind side. That's a good rep by Wills. All right, so now we look at this one here. And so Wills is going to be over here. And I believe that is that Burns? That is Burns, I believe. Or that's Ojulari. Who's 51? That's Ojulari. Okay. So again, this is a winning rep here. Just because a guy's getting knocked back doesn't mean he's losing. Your goal is to make sure he gets rid of this ball without you getting to him. So if you give up this pressure, then you lost. But he doesn't give up pressure here. I mean, you see Ojulari is kept here. He never once gets into the hash marks. Look at where Watson throws this ball. He throws it here. He's not even close to the hash marks. This is a good rep by Wills. You watch it again. There you go. That's all I'm asking for. I don't need you to be, Andrew Whitworth. I don't need you to be, Mailata. I just need you to get in front of that guy and make sure he doesn't kill my quarterback because he can't see this side. This is his blind spot. This is important. You have the toughest job. You have the most important job. You cannot let this guy hit your quarterback's blind spot. So anyway, now you got, I believe that is Thibodeau. I cannot tell. Yeah, that's Thibodeau. Okay, so Thibodeau is going to stunt here. So he's going to go and twist over to 75, who is Joel Bitonio, longtime veteran. So what is this going to do? Well, Wills reads this, and he is going to make sure that this guy doesn't come in here and do something. And this is, look, it could have been a lot worse. I think he handles this pretty decently. So here you go. You go wide. This is kind of the potential we talk about, the athletic potential here. You talk about Wills. Watch this. Kick slides to the left, recognizes instantly that there is going to be a pull here by Thibodeau. And then he sees this man engage with Bitonio, knowing that there is a pull. He's communicating here. Now watch, he's going to slowly get over here and cover the guy that Bitonio just pulled off because he saw Thibodeau. And did he see him, or is that being communicated by the young left tackle, Wills? That I don't know because we're not on the field. But in this moment, you could see you could see him. He's trying to communicate here. Hey, look, there's the there's the stunt, the switch of assignment. Now Bitonio comes over. Wills, maybe a little high, maybe could get hit with the hands to the face. I can't really tell from this angle, but this is a good job because Watson gets rid of this ball. Now, it's a bad decision, but Watson, look at how much time Watson has. Ready? Okay, just got the ball. 5, 6, 7, 8. He gets rid of it about 8 seconds. So he had about 3 seconds, almost 3 seconds to throw this football. That's a good job by this pass pro, and they tried to create havoc. When you have stunts like this, what this does is it puts a lot of pressure on this offensive line. You have to communicate on the fly. There is a lot of improvisation that goes into, taking this thing down because these stunts, as you've seen, can cause absolute havoc if not handled correctly. And Bitonio here, who's a veteran, he knows how to do things. But I'm actually really impressed. This is probably my favorite play for Jedrick Wills, who's like, yo, get over there. There you go. Boom. Bitonio's right in there. Stunt doesn't work. There you go. And again, awful decision by Watson, but I love that rep. And those are the things that you talk about. He kick slides to the left, recognizes it immediately, has the wherewithal to get back over and cover that guy, knowing that full well, hey, I'm communicating with Joel Bitonio. He has to get off his man. Now his man is my man. So I love just the communication there. It was clear as day that his athletic profile actually translated on film, leaning to the left, coming back to the right, being able to, you didn't really give too much of your momentum. You didn't give up too much leverage. Really like that rep by Bitonio, or excuse me, Wills. Okay, so Wills out here again, and this is just, he just dominates him. He absolutely dominated that rep. Now, it's a quicker, he's just getting rid of this ball quickly. It's about not even 3 seconds. And I don't even know what the hell he was doing there. But you watch again, you're going to see this is Azeez Ojulari, young pass rusher, about 24 years old, also in this free agency class. You have Watson on the closest hash here. And he tries to long arm him here, and it just does not work. So, again, Wills wins that rep. Now, does he has his moments where, like, you can see he gets beat by the speed rush, whatever. But when they try to do that long arm or they try to win with a bull rush, he is good enough and he is strong enough to hold his own. Watch here. So you have, I mean, this is a pretty wide rush here from Azeez Ojulari, and he tries to go under a table like Von Miller here. See the bend? He's trying to run under a table. It doesn't work. And you could say, oh, he got pretty close to the quarterback here. Watson already has it out, and look how far away he is. Like, you could say he's close, but he's really not. You put him around the arc. You completely kept him around the arc, so I'll take that. Like, this is what I'm talking about. And other teams are going to see this guy isn't just a bust. Like, you could say he might not be worth the pick that they, made, the selection they made. And there he is again. Just, that was, again, another good rep. Wasn't too demanding, but still. But really what you're looking for with these guys is, okay, is this guy done? Does he just not have it? Or does he have it and maybe some things have gone down where, yeah, we don't quite know what he is, but he still has tools to develop. Like, this is a good rep here. There you go. Not saying it's a demanding rep. Again, it's not like a crazy rush that he just went up against, but good mirroring there. Boom. Watson just, I mean, if this was a drinking game, you'd probably be drunk if I said, drink every time Watson has a bad throw. All right. Now here. So we got number 4. That is Frankie Louvu, who's showing blitz here. Off the edge. Now he drops back. And instantly you have just that read and react. So Wills notices that and gets ready to take on this guy. So Javonte Jean-Baptiste is right here. There's Batonio. Or I think, no, it is Batonio. So Batonio passes him off there. And now he knows, because of just how quickly he reacts to seeing this drop in coverage, he knows Wills is going to take care of him. And he does that. And he also mirrored well there. So another good rep. You're not seeing a ton of awful reps. Like, this is why I wanted to look at the film, because, people will just say this guy's ass, but they don't actually know what they're talking about because they haven't actually watched him. Have you really watched Cleveland Browns tape to the point where you are eyeing 71? Probably not. I'm not calling you a liar if you say you are, but you probably haven't done that, right? So that was the entire point of this video, was to kind of go under the microscope and really see, okay, does it make sense here? Now, this is a little, like, this is a demanding rep. So you get him out here, and you get, if they run the ball here, he's in good position. But as you can see here, this is a good anchor, although it looks like there's a little bit of a tug here. I can't tell. Could be a long arm. But you see him here, and I think he just kind of gets messed up. But at the same time, will I take this rep? Yes. Look how far he is away from the quarterback. I mean, he gets kind of messed up when the running back comes over here. You see, that kind of gets into his path. Yeah, I'll take this. I think this is a good rep. I changed my mind. You don't normally like to see a guy flailing all over the place on your offensive line, but at the same time, it's like, that was kind of a weird play, and he still got the job done. All right, so here he is now. Once again, you got Frankie Louvu here. Is he going to drop, or is he going to actually rush? Drops in coverage. You get a 4-man rush because of the blitz from Bobby Wagner up the gap there. And there's not really much of a contest there as a pass rusher. So, those are kind of harder to judge because they're not like a straight up pass set. Like, this is a straight up pass set. So hopefully we get an end zone. Not all of these have end zone angles. I really want to see this again. So we got, I believe that's Dante Fowler Jr. And he's going to bring it every rep. I mean, this guy is, he's an Energizer bunny. I mean, he's a speed rusher. He always got the motor. And it doesn't look like the prettiest rep because you're trying to mirror him here, and he's just faster. He has a good position here. But that's enough. I wouldn't say he won the rep because Deshaun Watson did have to kind of get out of harm's way, but at the same time, I wouldn't say he lost it. He recovered decently well. God, we need more end zone. Okay. So here's another one. Yeah, good mirroring. Nothing there. I believe that was Dante Fowler Jr. as well. Okay. So now we got, let's see here. So this is on 4th and 7, big time. You know that there's going to be a blitz, or you at least you're going to get your best rush here because this is 4th and 7. This is, you know, these guys are playing. I mean, this is a blowout. 4th and 7. They don't want to give up a touchdown. They want to keep these points as low as possible. And you got guys like Javonte Jean-Baptiste and Fedarian Mathis that are getting an opportunity here. Okay. So you get a bull rush here. And there is, he anchors well when he gets to this point. You see? Like, he at first, I mean, he gets completely blown off the line of scrimmage. You look. But I think that's the thing is the recovery is there. Like, I really don't feel like this guy. I think the issues with this guy are that he's had injuries, and I do think he could play left tackle, but I think he's more of a right tackle. I mean, when you watch him at Alabama, it doesn't even look like the same player. And look, I mean, this is just pass protection. And I still like that rep. Now, I think he would have lost this rep because you have the quarterback here. And he does get into his grill, but I just like... I mean, watch this again. These are tough rushers. This is a veteran. Very, very good. Has made big-time plays in Super Bowls. Brandon Graham. And you see him, again, trying to hold his own here. You could give it to Brandon Graham. That's a good rush, but at the same time, that could have been catastrophic if he really screwed that up. Instead, ends up being a first down or close to a first down. So, yeah, I mean, is he perfect? Absolutely not. I'm not telling you this guy is the greatest thing in the world, but the point is here, you can see why there's at least some sort of reason. Again, look at him hold back here. You don't want to have your left tackles back against the quarterback, but at the same time, I mean, if you get blown off the ball like that, but you're able to recover right around this point, you'll take it. So that's how I feel. Because I watch guys all the time in college. They struggle against the bull rush at the initial point of attack, and then they're able to kind of calm down and, you know, figure things out at the very end of the rep, so there's not really a lot of damage. There just wasn't much there that he was having to do. Not really a stressful rep for Wills. See, once again, he gives up a lot of real estate, but watch this. And by the way, that right there, that's Trey Hendrickson. He led the league in sacks this year. Like, we'll take that. That's a win. Again, initial, boom. He went back 3 yards. Then he holds his own. When he anchors, he's really hard to move. And that is just evident on tape. And these are good reps against good players. I mean, Dante Fowler Jr., but Trey Hendrickson, like I said, he led the league in sacks this year. He had a great season. So here he is again, getting some help. I mean, very, very minor help there from Elijah Moore. Not enough to really tilt this thing. And he wins again. I mean, just absolutely bottles up Trey Hendrickson on that. Now, let's not, you know, sit here and act like, you know, these are all certainly like the itemized plays. I mean, it's not all going to be like this, but then again, he beats Hendrickson again, kind of fell down. I mean, awful, awful throw. And then you're going to see here, Wills is right here. I wish they actually had the end zone for this. And that was probably going to be a lost rep. I would probably give that to Hendrickson. I think that was Joseph Asai. Anyway. So, we get an end zone view? There we go. My favorite view is this. I think everybody's is. For offensive linemen. So this Miles Murphy on him now. And again, he wins that one. And you could just... Again, I'm not saying this guy's the greatest thing ever, but you can definitely see why. If you could get him for cheap in free agency, it might make more sense than drafting a guy high at offensive line just for the sake of drafting an offensive lineman. And like I said, he does give up a lot of real estate, but he anchors well. Like when push comes to shove, like that, I trust him. When he's able to anchor, he is a problem. So let's look at, we don't have any outside tackles. No run stuff. Let's look at, I wish I could see the ones to his side. But anyway, here he is in the run game. We won't spend too much time. Okay. I want to see him get a chance to maybe pull a little bit. Okay, so here he is. All right, get him out on the go here. I mean, it wasn't a dominant performance, but, he moves well. Like, again, this is a really good first-round athlete. You see it. All right, here he is. You got Thibodeau. Okay. That didn't go anywhere. I do think he's a better pass protector than given credit for. And we'll look at Devin Neal as well at some point, because I know some people are like, I've mentioned Devin Neal as well, and people are like, I wouldn't trade for Devin Neal. He's terrible. But well, maybe we'll look at Devin Neal because he's not a free agent. They'd have to trade for him. That was a nice combo block. I mean, it didn't really go anywhere, but like the effort. All right, so that's a false start. And I don't know why this is in there. Anyway, look, I just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see who Jedrick Wills is. It's very easy to go and say that this guy's a bust and, he's a first-round pick that hasn't done anything. But the reality is he's a decent option. The Rams right now have an offensive line that's pretty young, but they have Rob Havenstein, who is the last remaining St. Louis Ram on this team, at right tackle. We don't know how much longer he has, but we do know this is the last year of his contract. And there is a chance they don't even give him that, and they move on from him this offseason. I think they should keep him, but I would also sign a guy like this and see if he would sign a 2-year deal. Okay, 2-year deal. You are our backup, priority backup at tackle. You take over for Alaric Jackson, because I'd bring back Alaric Jackson. You take over for Alaric Jackson if he's down. You are essentially our Joseph Nopum this year, okay, with upside. Then the following season, so afterwards, I would give him an opportunity to win that right tackle job. I think you have something here. This is what, to me, free agency should be about. And some people will say, this isn't Madden. Well, I hate to break it to you, but this is what free agency should be about. The Rams have gone out and gotten guys in the past. They're not afraid to get first-round picks that have been busts. Emmanuel Forbes, good example. They just did that. He was in one of the games we were just watching. My point here is that if you can get Jedrick Wills on like a 2-year $4 million, 2-year $5 million deal, why would you not? Young talent, clearly has talent. You get him in the offensive line room with some of those guys, be able to help him, but also, you talk about the job Ryan Wendell has done, Mike Munchak as, that consultant there. I don't know how much of a role he has, but I know he was back this year. How do you not at least kick the tires on this guy? That's what I don't understand. Joseph Noteboom was on this team. I mean, at this point in time, I like Warren McClendon. I really do. But would you take Warren McClendon Jr. or would you give this guy $2.5 million a year and he's got this first round pedigree? Like, and it's clear. I mean, you can see it. I'm not saying he's where he needs to be right now, but every so often you can see that first round athleticism and especially that big time play where you're dealing with the stunt and his ability to communicate on the fly. It was just evident. You can see how he's able to anchor. When he does anchor, guys do not move him. So that's what I would say. I think, end of the day, he makes a lot of sense for the Rams. I don't know if they'll do it, but I do remember they took a guy who was drafted pretty high from the Browns. They traded for him, ended up being Austin Corbett, who started and won a Super Bowl. So I'll tell you right now, I think this is the move they should make. I'm not saying this is the only move they should make, but this is definitely one of those, as well as Joshua Palmer. I'll have another video out, probably on another, free agent. But I think it's smart, man, because I know you guys weren't zooming in on 71 this year. So that's why I'm doing it for you. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Check out today's sponsor, BetUS. And just real quick, I know a lot of people ask me all the time, like, hey, man, how can we contribute to this channel? We really appreciate what you're doing. How can you contribute? Well, because I get it all the time. Hey, you're not live, so I can't do super chats. You can actually drop a super thanks. It goes a long way. I'm unfortunately, I hate to say this, and I did actually appeal it, but the last video I did on Joshua Palmer was copyright claimed by the NFL, so this will likely be copyright claimed by the NFL. So unfortunately, I won't make a dime off this, but if you do want to support the channel further, you can drop a super thanks. It's basically a super chat in the comment section. It's a donation of sorts. Again, it helps me out. If you don't want to, it's no big deal, but I get that, question a lot. And since I do a lot of videos and I don't do as many live streams as I used to, that is something that's brought up a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you're liking this type of content. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like Wills? Did I change your opinion on him? Did I not change your opinion? Let me know. But that's it. I'm going to keep doing these. I'm also going to, delve more into the college aspect. That will be probably a problem. We're going to try a little bit with the film reviews and breakdowns and all that. But I'm telling you right now, Exos has had it out for me. Has had it out for any small creator using all 22 from college. So if I do get copyright struck, then I will not be doing it ever again. That would be strictly on a Patreon. That would not be on YouTube. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Later, folks. All right, guys, just a quick update here. The lounge, which I've told you guys about after every single video, we are now at 6 videos. We have almost 700 subscribers. So if you haven't gotten in and checked out my new side project, definitely be sure to do that. Interviewing voice actors and athletes and entrepreneurs, musicians, all the good stuff there. Be sure to check it out. The link is in the description below. In case you guys haven't noticed, I do have a Discord channel for my community on this channel. And if you want to be a part of it, it is free. The link is in the description below. You can sign up. This is basically a 24/7 Rams channel, and we are almost at 1,100 members. So if you want to be a part of it, just hit the link in the description below.